Hi students, I welcome you all for the second class. So the continuation of the prose my reminiscence. Last class we started and we completed the first part. The second part, the continuation, my reminiscence. Okay, take page number 94. Can you remember what we discussed last class? Okay, that author Rabindranath, he was the multi-talented person, so poet, author, philosopher, artist, educator. So before his trip to Europe, he just wrote my reminiscence. So 1912 he wrote this reminiscence. It was written, first time it was written in English language. So he was a Nobel Prize winner for the masterpiece Geetanjali. Okay, so I told you. Let's move on the second part today. Page number 94. So what was the last class discussion? So this poet just give the difference between the past natural life and the present artificial modern life. Okay, that's what we discussed in the last class. How he spent his days, happiest days with this riverside villa, his brother's home. Riverside villa, his brother's home. Okay, so how he spent singing Vaishnava songs along with the harmonium, his brothers accompany with him with the violin, those things and all we were discussed. Today we are going to discuss another part. Yeah. Then we would draw back to the landing steps of the villa and seat ourselves on a quilt spread on the terrace facing the river. So I told you they were started singing songs some afternoon. They started with Puravi and end with the Bahaga. So that evening time started with Puravi and the ending with Bahaga tunes. And it evening time at night time comes. The night time come. So what they will do? Just come back to the villa. Okay. So what was happened? The sun was setting and that moon started rising. Okay. Then we would row back to the landing steps of the villa. They come back to the villa. So they come back to the house after complete their row, after completing their the boat journey. After completing the boat journey, they just come back to their home villa and seat ourselves on a quilt spread on the terrace facing the river. So where they seat on a quilt spread, that is a quilt spread on the terrace. There is a bed. Okay, there is a bed on the terrace facing the river. Okay, that the home is nearby that river Ganges river, Ganga river, and they were sitting facing the river, sitting over the terrace facing the river. Okay, on the bed. That's what is given. By then a silvery peace rested on both land and water. By then a silvery peace rested on both land and water. Silvery peace. There was some peacefulness. There was then a silvery peace rested on both land and water. There was a silver color. Okay, silver, piece of silver light. Okay, like so. Peace rested on both land and water. Okay, hardly any boats were about. So, since it was night time, so there was no boats were available there. Okay, since it was a night time, there was no boats. Okay, the fringe of trees on the bank was reduced to deep shadow. The fringe of trees on the bank was reduced to a deep shadow. So that night time, when the night time comes, during the daytime, the trees and all, it's appear very brightly, its shadows and the trees, the flowers, leaves and all, it's it's looking very beautifully and very clearly. But when the night time comes, the bank was reduced to a deep shadow. The river bank becomes a deep shadow, and the moonlight glimmered over the smooth flowing stream. The moonlight came and it's the glimmered means it's shining, the moonlight. Because of that because of the moonlight, that river was glimmering, the river was shining, okay, glimmered over the smooth flowing stream. Already that river is flowing, so that moonlight is shedding over the river, so it was glimmering, shining, okay, because the impact of the moonlight, okay, that's what. The villa we were living in was known as Moran's garden. So the villa, he was staying with his brother and sister-in-law. Sister-in-law means his brother's wife, okay. So the villa we were living in was known as Moran's garden. Its name was Moran's garden. A flight of stone flagged steps led up from the water to lawn. So a flight of stone flagged steps. There was no, the steps was not formed with that mortar, that cement or bricks. It was steps of big stones, okay. It was not steps of mortar. It was built with that cement and bricks. It was not like modern steps. Those days the steps were kept the long big stones. So the big stones, it was kept as a steps, okay, likewise. Steps led up from water to lawn. The steps, that stones, it was kept from water to house, the river to house, okay. So that's what, big stones, it was kept from river to home. Broad veranda which formed part of the house. So broad veranda, okay, broad veranda formed part of the house. The rooms were not regularly arranged. The rooms were not regularly arranged. Nowadays, those days the houses and all, it was nature beauty, but nowadays it was fully planned and constructed. But those days it was fully natural beauty. So what he says, the house, the rooms were not regularly arranged, okay, not regularly arranged, nor all on the same level, okay. So nor all the same level, and some had to be reached by short flights to stairs. So if you want to go from one room to another room, we need to use the steps to go another room, okay. So that's what is given here. Those days villa, okay, it was not regularly arranged, but it was beautiful only, but it was not regularly arranged like nowadays, okay. A correct measurement, okay, likewise and all, it was not arranged, okay. It had a nature beauty house, okay, that's what. So that's what he said. The big sitting room overlooking the landing steps had stained glass. The big sitting room, okay, overlooking the landing steps had stained glass windows. In that sitting room, there was a stained glass windows with colored pictures. So the colored pictures. So there was a window in that sitting room, big sitting room. In that windows, there was a stained glasses. In that glasses, there was a pictures. Okay, you could see that the church, especially the church glasses, Christian church glasses. You could see the pictures, some pictures. They engraved some pictures in the glasses. Likewise, in that sitting room also, the windows have some stained glass pictures engraved over the glasses. One of the pictures was, okay. So during the night time, okay, one of the pictures was of a swing hanging from a branch hidden in dense foliage. So one of the picture, there was a swing swing. There was a swing. Off swing only he could see. Remaining off swing, it was hidden by the foliage. Foliage means what? That full of leaves, creepers and leaves. That is, the off swing only he could see. The another off swing, it was covered with the leaves. That is foliage. Okay. So, and in the checkered light and shade of its bower, and the checkered light and the shade of its bower. There was a checkered light was there and the shade of its bower. When they put the switch on the light, so what will come? The shade of this bower. So the persons, when the light is on, that the picture, okay, the picture in the glass was reflect. When the light is on in that room, the picture in the glass was reflect. Okay, that's what is giving. The shade of his bower, two persons were swinging. What is the picture? The picture is two persons were swinging. Two persons were swinging. Okay. So, and there was another of a broad. So, that was one picture. So, there was one picture. In that picture, off swing only he could see. In that picture, two persons is sitting. Okay. They were swinging. They are swinging in the picture. That is the one picture. When the checkered light on, this picture reflect. Okay. He could see this picture from the glass. Okay. That is the one picture. So, another picture. What is the another picture? And there was another of a broad flight of steps. So, another picture was, there was a broad flight of steps. A broad flight of steps. Okay. Leading into some castle-like palace. So, there is a palace. There was one palace with long steps. Okay. It seems another picture. One palace with long steps. Up and down, which men and women in festive garb were going and coming. So, in that palace, in the steps, many men and women, they were going up and come. Okay. So, up and down. So, many men and women, they are going and coming in the steps. They are wearing the garb, festive garb. Festive garb means dress, good festive dress, and they are going and coming in that steps. That steps leads to the big castle. Okay, that's what, big castle like palace. The steps leads to the palace. In that, the many men and women, they are going and coming to the palace. Okay, that's what. That is another kind of picture. It is a picture only. Okay, the picture which reflects in the glass, which engraved in the glass. After the light switched on, it reflects the picture. You could see this picture in the glass. Okay, that's what. When the light fell on the windows, the pictures shone wonderfully. When the light fell on the windows, when the light fell on the windows, the glasses, over the glasses, the pictures shone wonderfully. Okay, that's what. He could see the pictures. It was very wonderfully. Seeming to fill the riverside atmosphere with the holiday music. So, he enjoyed the nature beauty during the daytime. Okay, he enjoyed the nature of beauty during the holidays, during the daytime. Okay, so night time he enjoyed the pictures which shining in the windows. Okay, that's what he says. Wonderfully, seeming to fill the riverside atmosphere with the holiday music. Daytime he was enjoying the atmosphere with the holiday music. Some far away, long forgotten rivalry seemed to be expressing itself in silent words of light. Okay, some far away, long forgotten rivalry seemed to be expressing itself in silent words of light. Okay, so some forgotten things. So, forgotten things also remember in his minds when he was in the riverside in daytime and in that night time by seeing these pictures. So, he remember many forgotten things in his mind. Okay, rivalry seemed to be expressing itself in silent words of light. In this silence, he remember many things. Okay, that's what. The love thrills of swing couple making alive with their eternal story, the woodlands of the river bank. The love thrills of swinging couple. So, the love thrills of swinging couple making alive with their eternal story, the woodlands of the river bank. So, what he says, when you see the picture, he told the swing, two people they were swinging in that. So, by seeing the picture, the couple in the picture, it seems that they are saying their story. It seems that naturally they are saying their story. By seeing the picture, he feels that the people in that swing, they are say their story. Okay, likewise he felt, making alive. The picture is very alive. So he felt they are saying their story, beautiful story to him. Likewise, alive with their eternal story, the woodlands of the river bank. They are saying their eternal story of the woodland banks. So what is the two images or the people's in the picture? They are saying that eternal story of the woodlands of the river bank. They are saying the beautiness of the woodland river bank to the poet. He assumed that the two figures in this windows, they are saying the eternal beauty of the river bank to the poet. He guessed. By seeing that, he assumed all these things. He guessed all these things. He felt likewise the pictures telling the story of the beauty of the riverside. Okay, that's what. The topmost room of the house was in a round tower with the windows opening to every side. The topmost house. Okay. Next, he is saying about the topmost room of the house was in a round tower. So that room of the house was in a round tower. It was in a round tower, topmost house, a round tower with the windows opening to every side. The windows was opening to every side. This I used as my room for writing poetry. So this is the room he used for writing his poetries. Nothing could be seen from thence save the tops of the surrounding trees. So he could see nothing from thence save the tops of the surrounding trees. So he could see only the trees surrounding. So other things and all he couldn't see. Only the trees which surrounding only he could see while he was sitting in the top of the room. Okay, topmost room. Okay, he could see only the trees which is surrounding in the villa, in the home. So he couldn't see any other things. Okay, so he could see only the trees. And he started writing the poem. And the open sky, he could see only the trees and the open sky. So these two things only he could see inside the topmost room. I was then busy with the evening songs, and of this room I wrote. So he was busy with this evening songs, and he was in this room. He was busy with the evening songs. He was writing poetries and evening songs. He was spent with this room. He was doing all this writing and singing songs in this room only. Okay. So there, where in the breast of limitless space clouds are laid to sleep, I have built my house for thee, O poesy. This is the words of the poet which he wrote in the topmost house. There, where in the breast of limitless space clouds are laid to sleep. So there was a breast of limitless space. So breast of full of limitless space, clouds are laid to sleep. So he indicates here the sky. The sky is so full of limitless space that clouds are laid to sleep. In that sky, the clouds are going to sleep. In the sky, that's what. I have built my house for thee. So in that place, I have built my house, which means in this beautiful, by seeing this beautiful beauty, I write my poetry. So I have built my house for thee, O poesy. So that's what he said. So in the midst of this beauty, I just write my poet. Okay, that's what the poet says. With this, he concludes this lesson. Dear children, hope you understood this lesson. Rabindranath, my reminiscence is past memories with the beautiful natural riverside villa and that today the present modern life and how he spent, what are the beauty of the nature, how he spent his days, the days in his brother's home. So what are the beauty? Okay, so those things here he was listed out in this lesson. So hope you understood well. Go through 1 or 2 times. It will be understandable to you the better manner. Okay, so now we move to that page number 95, book back exercises. The author speaks about the river. What? Can you guess? The author speaks about the river Ganges. Ganges. Okay. Next, the author brother's name is Jyotirindra. Jyotirindra. Okay. Jyoti Jyotirindra. Jyotirindra. Next one. The dash glimmered over the smooth flowing stream. The moonlight glimmered. Moonlight glimmered. Fourth one, the beauty of Bengal and the Ganges serve as dash and dash drink to the author. So what it serves, the beauty of Bengal served author as food and drink. So fourth one, first dash food and second dash drink. So it's so next vocabulary part, my dear children. It's just we started. What is that? The next class will go very deeply. So first heading vocabulary part, page number 96. Vocabulary part. So that some of that clipped words. So a clipping is the word formation process which consists in the reduction of word to one of its parts. These words are called clipped words. Okay, so what is that? First topic is given, clipped words. Clipped words. Okay, so yes. A clipping is a word formation process which consists in the reduction of word. Reduction of word. Okay, clip it. Just cut it. Reduction of words. So that's what. Reduction of a word to one of its parts. Just cut the part of a words. That is called clipped words. These words are called clipped words. Cut off the one part of the words. Okay, one part of the words. That is called clipped words. Reduction of word. Okay, reduction of word. So that's what. First one, page number 96, given advertisement. Advertisement. See this word, advertisement. Such a big, long word. So how to clip this word? Ad. This is the short form for advertisement. Clipping. Okay. So clip the words is called clipping words. So it's such a long word. So we have to use this ad. Advertisement. Okay. So it is a short clipping word for advertisement is ad. Okay. Next. Automobile. So what is the purpose of clipping the words? What is the purpose? Is there any purpose behind? No, it's for our convenience, in order to make our convenience, in order to make easy way of pronouncing the words, instead of using the long and big words, so we are clipping. Okay, that's what we are shortened. That's what automobile, auto. Clipping words for automobile is auto. Okay, next cabriolet, cabriolet, cabriolet. So what is that? Cabriolet, cab. Book the cab, taxi, cab. So cab. Understood? Next fanatic, fanatic, fan, fanatic, fan, fanatic, fan. So understood? So just we are clipping the word, clipping some word. Okay, so that's what clipped words. Gasoline, we are shorten the words, shrink the words. Gasoline, gas. Gasoline, gas. Okay, gasoline, gas. How many of you say gasoline full form? How many of you using the full forms? So most of the people, they are not using the full forms. Okay, so always a human being, we are searching the short ways. We are find out the short ways. Okay, that's what. So we are clipping gasoline, gas. Laboratory, lab. Instead of using that lengthy word laboratory, we are using lab. Sir, I am going to lab, sir. So chemistry lab. So actually the full word is laboratory. Luncheon, luncheon, luncheon. So luncheon, lunch. What is the full that luncheon? It says clipped word, it's lunch. Lunch, luncheon. Mathematics, math, mathematics. Mathematics, math. Here say math. You have to say math, not max. Mathematics, math. Okay. Memorandum, memo. Moving picture, moving picture. We have to say moving picture. But what we are saying using movie. Pantaloons, pants. Photograph, photo. Photograph, photo. Okay. University, varsity. Zoological park, zoo. Telephone, phone. Telephone, phone. Okay. See, my dear children. So this is the exact word. What is the clipping word? This is the clipping word. We are cut off something from this original word. We clipped something, that is called clipped word. Okay. So we have using lot of clipped words in our day-to-day life. So that's what is given. So find out the clipped words for the following. Aeroplane, aeroplane, airplane. Okay. So some of the exercises are given. Kilogram, cafeteria, cave. Kilogram, kilo. So photograph is already given. Photograph, photo. Gymnasium, gym. Luncheon, lunch. Advertisement, ad. Zoological park, zoo. Already what is given in that table? So the same some of the clipped words are repeated in that exercises also. So what you have to do, you just see this table and you write this, you fill this columns. Okay, so then only it will be a practice for you. So by seeing this, you just fill these columns. Okay, yeah. So I'll give the answer in that notes, no problem. But before that, you try to do. So when the notes come, you just verify. Okay, then only it will be better understandable to you. So already some answers are given. Repeated words only asked here. You just do your own. Okay, so that's what. Blends. So blends. So clipped words are finished. Blends. Next we are moving to see that blend. Blend. What do you mean by blend? A blend word or a blend is a word formed from parts of two or more other words. So we are forming words, we are forming a word from parts of two or more other words. We are forming a one word from two or more other words. That is blending together, joining together. Okay, that's what blending. For example, blends. Blends. Binary plus digit. Binary plus digit. What is that? We have two words. Binary one word, digit one word. What is the blending word? It's called bit. It's a bit. Binary digit. Breakfast plus lunch. Breakfast. Breakfast, one word. Lunch is another word. So what this means blends? A word or a blend, a word formed from parts of two or more other words. A word formed from two or more than words. That is called blends. Okay. So here two words we have. So what is when we blend these two, when we join these two words, what is the new word we will have? We will get breakfast plus lunch, brunch. Okay. Breakfast plus lunch is equal to brunch. Next. Camera, recorder. Camera, one word. Recorder, another word, is equal to what is the new word? Camcorder. Camcorder. Okay. Electronic plus mail. Electronic plus mail. So is equal to what is the new word? What is the blend word? Email. Electronic mail. Email. Okay. Next one. Motor, pedals. Motor plus pedals. Okay. Moped. Okay, va. So likewise, smog, news, broadcast, newscast, smog plus fog, smog, Spanish plus English, Spanglish, vital, amine, vitamin. So these are the blend words. Vital plus amine is equal to vitamin. Yes, my dear children, you know the difference between the clip words and the blend words. Clip word means we are clip a word from another word. We shorten a word from another word. Blends means we are forming one word from two or more words. That is a forming. Clipped one means we are clipped off, cutting. Here we are forming. So this is the difference between the clipped words and the blends. So some of the examples are given. Find out the clipped words for the following: international plus police. So, and helicopter plus pad, motor plus hotel, education plus satellite, electronic plus commerce. So what will be the answer? Okay, so you just see in that. So first one, international plus police. So what will come? International plus police. So it is given international plus police. See this column. So that first one, okay, it is not given, you just find out. So otherwise I will give in that notes, but you just try to find out the net sources or some of the library books. So what is the answer? International plus helicopter plus pad. So helicopter plus pad. Okay, helipad. I think helipad will come. Motor plus hotel. Motel. Motel will come. Third one. Education plus satellite. So that is, answer is not given. You have to find out. Electronic commerce. Electronic commerce. So that also answer is not given. You try to find out. So next one, B1. Use the blended words in your own sentence. So this electrocute, Spanglish, moped, branch smoke, this and all, you have to make a sentence by using this blended words. So I will give the answers while I am giving the notes, no problem, but before that you try, okay, this exercises you try yourself, okay, then only it will be a better understanding for you. Okay, my dear children. So the next classes we see this idioms and the grammar part and all, we will see the next class. So hope you understood well today's class. So we completed that my reminiscence by Rabindranath Tagore, famous poet, one who wrote our national anthem, was the Nobel Prize winner for his masterpiece work Geetanjali, and after that, on that lesson he was given that contrast between that old natural life and the modern artificial life, old beauty and that today that improvement, but it's not a full of nature, it's not a full of, there is a improvement, but today we are in the busy world, okay, so that we have lost the nature, beauty of nature. That's what today modern life, okay. So that's what we have seen in that first lesson. After that we have seen the clipped words and that blends, So all this we have discussed today's class. So you have to work out that exercises and go through the lesson line by line. So it will be very interesting, and at the same time you come to know the meaning of the many words, and your reading also improved. Okay, so thank you. So let's see in the next class. Till then, this is your English teacher signing off.